Are you happy? Take a moment and ask yourself. But maybe not yourself, maybe the person within you. Today, I don't know that my words will reach out to you or not, because जो मैं आज बोलने जा रही हूँ वो शायद it's on my experience, it might affect you or not. So being my first video, I just want to be personal enough to just share what I thought that I should share. So in the past few days, I was trying to do something which I was not meant to do, which made me realize that there are n number of people who do such kind of an act which is not actually their own thing, but they do it just because they don't know what else to do. In life, we drive ourselves to do everything possible we can to be successful, to have that wealth, to have happy relations, because we all want to be happy. And yes, it's okay to have all that and find that this is happiness. Of course it is. But it's not the real actual happiness. In the race to be the one, we sometimes forget to be ourselves, to love ourselves, to be truthful to ourselves. And just to get that comfort and luxury, we push ourselves hard and hard every day. And that's one thing that makes us mentally, emotionally drained. According to me, I think that there are two things which make us do that. Firstly is the fear within us. Fear of not being standing out amongst the all. Fear of not being successful. Fear of not acceptance by the society. And sometimes the fear that you yourself do not accept. That how can I be so weak? How I'm not that financially stable as others are. Why am I not happy with the work I want to do? And there are many sorts of fear. Why can't I do this? Why, if others can? And people do not like me because I am like this. I do not have the thoughts, the mentality, the preferences which others have. And there are n number of fears that we have. Secondly, which I think is our expectations. Our expectations from the life which force us to do this, because we do not want to be minimalistic. We want a luxury car, a luxury house, n number of foreign trips. I know it's like something which everyone wants, but not at the stake of your own happiness. And that is where we all lack. In the past few days, I also did the very same thing. I was forcing myself to do something which I thought that I would be doing because everyone was doing it. And I was like, why can't I do this? But just in 2 to 3 days, I realized that I was not meant for it. And that is a point when there are some people who force to do it because they think that if I'll not do this, how will I survive? How will I cope up with my needs? I know it's hard to cope up with your needs in this phase of time. But do not put your mental health, your happiness, your joy, your peace for that money. There are n number of opportunities. All you need to is to explore yourself. Explore what you can do. Explore what you love to do. I know in the earlier times you may be earning a little less. You may not be living your dream life as you want to do. But at least you'll be happy enough. At least you'll be happy with the sort of work you do. You'll get up every morning with that zeal to do the work. Not every morning with that monotonous work and that pressure on your mind that, oh, I have to do this. If I'll not, what else to do it? So all I want to say is, do something which you love. Do not just force yourself to be in the society, to do something which others want you to do. It's okay to be different. It's okay not to understand how life works, because it matters that how you want to live your life. Do not live your life just because other thinks that this is good and you don't like it, but just because they are saying to be good and you want to be in that peer, you say yes, I like it too. Do not do it, because once or twice or thrice you'll do it, but the fourth and fifth time you'll be forced to do it, and you can't do it longer enough. If you want to be stabilized, if you want to be happy in your life, which is the most important thing, you need to love yourself. You need to be honest to yourself. You need to accept yourself first, rather than getting just mere recognition or acceptance from the others, from the society, because it hardly matters. Do not live your life in that autopilot mode and just go with the flow. Live your life to live it, to thrive, not to just live it, not to just go with the flow, because it's not going to help you anywhere. I know many of you will say that I know it's hard to cope up with the work I'm doing, but in practical life it's impossible to do what I love, because that's not going to make me money. There are situations which what we like is not going to make us money, or it's not going to be making us to live our even a need. So life, again, we have to do struggles. I accept that. Not everything what we like we can do it, but at least we can take some moments out to introspect, to retreat, that are we happy? Because if we just go with the flow, it's gonna traumatize us, it's gonna affect our health, affect everything that we are. So I would just say that it's better to come out from that phase for a moment at least. Sit down, take a pause from your life, sit down and think that what may be the other options that can make you even better what you are actually doing right now. Maybe at least it can make you stress a little less. So take that moment out for yourself. Do not just go and push yourselves to do which you are not doing. And I know it takes courage, and I know everybody has that courage, because if we are able to do such a troubleful job or such a troubleful occupation or anything, if we are able to do this, if we are able to handle that toxic relation of ours, we have that courage to handle even the worst. So take out that courage and make yourself prepared that even if I'm making myself happy and I'm not getting anything for a few months or a few years, make yourself that prepared. But at the same time, you should realize that it's important for you to get that happiness at least for some time for yourself. That makes you re-energized to do the things which you're actually just doing. So I would say just take out that courage from you and speak up to yourself. Firstly, learn to speak to yourself, learn to accept yourself, because it hardly matters that what the society says. Do not think that what the society says. And keep your eyes, keep your arms open for the opportunities that you are coming through. Take that, be confident enough, be courageous enough to face that everything as life unfolds itself. Always remember that your inner happiness, your inner peace, your inner joy matters. And that's all I want to say. I don't know, I must have said n number of things repeatedly, or maybe some of you won't have got my point, but I'm not professional. I do not know, it's my first video, or I don't know what to say, but all I just wanted to say is, before doing anything, first introspect yourself or ask to yourself that are we happy in doing that, because that ultimately matters a lot. I would say I'm really lucky to have parents like my mom is very supportive to me. Maybe sometimes I take that much of pressure, which is not necessary, because I again want to stand out, want to do something, but she is there to tell me that your happiness matters, child, and I'm really happy to get that support. I know many of your parents won't support you in that way, but take a step ahead to them, go and talk to them. Maybe they'll understand you. I know it for some children it will be hard, but at least you can make a try, because if you get your parents' support in this, you'll do wonders in whatever you want to do. So that's all, and thank you for watching if you have watched me till now. And since this is my first YouTube video and I'm starting my channel, so I would be loving if you guys support me and make me feel that my content reaches out to you and you feel happy to see that. So that's it. If you like it, give a thumbs up, and do like, do comment and subscribe to my